Jack, it's good to be back in town. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It is so good to be back in the saddle after our first episode.
Heck yeah, mate. I'm loving it. This obviously is a different podcast. Tell me more. What are we doing, Jack?
So, originally we had an idea to do one podcast with this whole bunch of ideas and bring them together. That was the idea. But unfortunately, as we talked about content, I realized there was going to be a problem.
Yep.
This problem was going to be that this was going to be a really, really long podcast.
Yeah.
When you and I get together and talk, we love to rant. And it was just going to be a 3-hour at least podcast, realistically.
Mate, could have gone 5. Who knows? Yeah.
So anyway, in the first podcast, the podcast of Beard, you will have seen, hopefully, if not, check it out. You will have seen us talk about gaming and life,
Yep.
mixing it together. And here we're looking to talk about Christianity and the Christian walk and life and how to live a day-to-day life and speaking from experiences that we have and discussing what does God's love look like and how will that all fit into our lives.
Yeah, and I'm ready. I'm excited. This is going to be an interesting journey. We're going to talk about so much, stuff. The walk of Christ. What is it? What does it look like to involve God in your own life? Just those kind of things. They're not small things, but they're just things that we can tackle. And you might not have that kind of influence in your own life, or it might be a bit of a struggle. So we're just going to try and shed some light, see what happens. If you've got questions, just ask away. We'll definitely answer questions throughout the whole podcast. We'll have some long ones, we'll have some short ones. It'll just be a more chill, and we'll get deep. We'll dive deep into the content we're trying to get.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking to do, dive deep.
Yeah.
One of the bigger things I think for us it is we are wanting to be practical.
Yeah.
We want to talk about the practical side of this and how does it look day to day. And so a lot of the stuff we do will be experiences we're having in life and saying how do we relate that back to an audience, and is there anything we can learn, and hopefully bring up discussions through not just you and I but other people at home. It would be really nice just to have a discussion and start to bring awareness to this, and not only can we discuss the big areas, but we can discuss the small 1%ers of how do you keep God in your day-to-day life and how do you keep God in the conversation.
Yeah, definitely. And, one of the main ways we can do that is obviously reading the Bible, seeing what's actually in there and, taking it into context as well. Because I feel like sometimes we as Christians can take it out of context, and then people who are just completely not in this world will take it out of context as well. And, that's fair enough, because who wants to dive into the history and the context of things? But, sometimes that's what we've got to do, and you've got to actually find the real meaning behind why they're reading the text and what's actually they're saying and all that stuff as well. But it really comes down to your personal relationship with God. We want you to grow in your personal relationship with God. It's not about us and it's not about that, but actually finding an intimate relationship with God to, not be so far or distant or whatever you may be facing, and to actually have someone that you can depend on and really help you get through life and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so this show, we love this show to be accountability. We love this show to help you bring awareness to your life about God and go, oh yeah, I should pray to God and have that conversation with God. One thing where I would hope we would look to do now is Eric and I read books together. So where we're both reading a book, we might come out and bring a topic out from that book. Sometimes we might read the same book, sometimes we're not. But either way, we will definitely look to bring out topics through that.
Yeah, and we'll just use the books as, references, help us, get our thoughts on paper and really see what it looks like in the real world. And obviously referencing back to the Bible, our church experiences, everything that we've gone through, whatever it's going through, it's more life, God, how those two intertwine and actually mix together. And I think it's just going to be a really great and deep, fun, awesome podcast.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, please let us know. If there's anything you would like to know or you would like us to explore, please let us know. That'd be great. We'll look to get to that as soon as we can.
Yeah, it's going to be great. This is just obviously a short introduction to what this is going to be about. We're going to just let you know what's happening. We'll probably post this weekly, second weekly. Who knows? This could be a more deeper podcast, and we'll see what happens with it. But it's going to be great, and we're ready, we're excited, we're keen. We will, like Jack said, we want your questions. We want to know what's up, how you going, your life, and all those things. We might, share our own personal stories as well along the way, and we're just going to grow together as an audience. So, yeah.
And that's the point. It is a journey we're going on too. The whole point of this is that we are doing it too. We're feeling the glory, we are feeling the hardship. We are doing both. And we will look to our best to show and share experiences of us being vulnerable and saying, hey, this is what I'm tackling, or hey, this is what I'm celebrating. Either way, we just want to do that journey with everyone. We wanted to put a camera to this stuff and have a conversation about it and start to show the conversations that have been taboo a little bit, that haven't been felt as though we can share them.
And, don't feel off-put that you might be at a certain level of Christianity. Like at my current stage, I'm doing Bible college at this very moment. I'm exploring that. I've done 2 years now. I'm about to graduate my second year and probably go into my third year. So there's obviously a bit of difference, and some you might just be a first week Christian, or you've never heard of God in your life, and we want to just help you build that journey and build that journey with God and go on that mission with him, and grow and see what's actually going to come out of it. And so much good can come out of it, and it's going to be awesome to learn, to grow, to be more mature in life. And there's so many areas the Bible can help in our lives. It's not just this text that was written 2,000 years ago and it has no meaning today. It actually can be used in our lives today,
And the Bible is alive today, and we're looking to demonstrate that. And through conversations, through topics, through episodes, we're looking to show, hey, this stuff does matter.
Yeah, definitely. So no matter what you're going through, come here, listen in, see what happens. If you like it, we would love you to keep watching and come along with us. And, if it's maybe not for you, then we've also got our, gaming and life. We'll go dive deep in that sometimes, and we'll just have it more fun and lighthearted. But, if you really want to grow in maturity, grow in your relationship with Christ, this is going to be a great podcast for you.
Yeah. So stay tuned for future episodes, and until next time.
We'll catch you later. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in.